Right, good morning everyone. Now I've been asked to show a even though I've shown it in pictures, but a step-by-step of how to do a flower picture. So I'm only going to do a small one because I have no more canvases. I've got to go get some. But what I do have is one of these boards that can be hung. So I'm just going to do a little flower scene on that. We'll do a couple of poppies. Now I use these for palettes because they're dead easy. When you're finished, although I've wasted some there, it's dried overnight, you can just get rid of it. But I can hold that while I'm painting. So keep hold of things like that. The paints I use mainly are acrylics. This is the Winsor & Newton set, which I have quite a few of. And the other ones, again, are Daler and Rowney in the smaller ones. And I mix and match them. You can, it doesn't matter. That's also dried from yesterday, but I just used cardboard on that one. I'm going to, for mixing, I'm going to use this just to mix my paints on, you know, if I want to. I don't need those out. See, come on, get yourself together. Now you can use little things like, you know, gems and things like that for the middles of your flowers. You can use anything you want. Tools, I sometimes use palette knives. You can use Perfect Pearls, mica powder, that's what I couldn't think of. I use moss for dabbing to make a grass. So you can use that. Really, you can use anything you want. You do need a cloth, however. You do need some... you don't have to go out and buy loads and loads of expensive paint brushes either. Just anything and everything. Paint and nail brushes. I paint with nail brushes. I do all sorts. I'm just going to get a couple of brushes from yesterday. Should have actually changed the water, but never mind. You know, like I say, I use these palette knives. You want some fine brushes. Shouldn't really leave them in water because they bend, which is what I've done there, which was my own fault. And not only that, if you leave the wood in water, it does eventually crack and break. So you do want some for fine detailed work. You could do with some that's like a little bit rough, like that, for texture. It's really whatever you've got at hand. I've even done, look, I did one with the sunflowers yesterday. I even used a spoon. You can do anything you want. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to load my board up. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to use that one today. I'm just going to load this board up. So, the colours. Well, definitely going to need... Let's have a look, see what we can do. Ooh, let's see what colours we've got. We're going to need some greens, so I'm going to put the green on. I'm going to use this, which is, I can see it, light green. That's all it says. Light green. Is there anything left in the tube? Yep. Put enough out for what you're going to need. I mean, today we'll do another picture later on. I'm going to use this one. Doesn't tell you what colours they are. Why? I know. No, don't. Oh, what's that one? It does. Leaf green. So I'm just going to move this so you can see what I'm doing. Putting some, because I may want to mix these two colours. And let's see what other colours we've got. We've got some white. And you can use any colours you choose. Just any. You probably need a little bit more of white than anything else because you blend colours with white. I need to go get some more of these. I'm going to take some brown. You don't need much of that. Oh, look, it's got a bit iffy. But it'll do. We can still use that. Along with a lighter brown. So I've got burnt umber and burnt sienna. Like that. I'm going to do blues today, I think. We'll do some blue. Now, no, I think that'll be enough. I'm going to do a dark blue, which is the ultramarine blue, ultramarine. I think that's a violet. I'm going to put a little bit of purple in it, not much. I may need to use that. And this is the dark blue. Not even opened. How's that? But don't use blue that often, to be honest. There we go, that'll do. Always wear an apron, you wipe your fingers on it. That's what I do anyway. And let's have a look. Yeah, let's have some raw umber. Because I'm going to do a bit of foliage, I think. And then I do want a touch of yellow. Again, another one that's not been opened. Not much, just a touch. And a little bit of the light blue. Now, I may not use all of these colours, but, you know, it's better to be prepared. And I usually have a little pot with a lid on that I can pop things in. I'll show you what I mean. It's what I do with the jewellery. You know, just something like this, which is what I should have done yesterday and didn't. And then what I don't use, pop in these pots and seal them up. I'll be doing it now because I'm running short on paint. So, I'm using all of the Dale Rowney ones, if that's how you say it. Like that. I'm going to take these out of the way. I don't think I'm going to need any of those. Position myself. Move those. Don't need those now. Not unless I need to top up. I'm just going to put the colours out the way. Take hold of my board. There we go. And I'm now going to paint that black. And all I'm doing is using, it's called Dale Rowney Graduate Acrylic Black. You can also, where did I put my brush? Use, here we are, I'm going to use this one. A flat brush for this, it just covers it quicker. But you can also water it down a little bit. So we just give it one coat of black, that's all you need. This is quite good paint. Done. I bought this online, large ones. I think they were about £9 each. A lot, but hey ho. I run out of the Bob Ross one that I normally use, and unfortunately you can't get it for the price I had it. They've more than quadrupled the price. I'm going to do it too much, just a little bit. Because what I'm going to do next is to put some colour on it. Always give your brushes a really good clean. But keep them damp. That's what I usually do. Now, for this one, yes, I know I'm doing... Oh, wait a minute. We'll do the lighter blue, I think. You know, first, I'm going to put my paint on that side because I'm right-handed. Okay. So first of all, what you can do your background, prepare that. Then what you're going to do is to outline your flowers. And because I'm going to use a blue, I'm going to use a light blue for that to start with. Just to outline the flowers. And it's, where do you put it? Well, I'm going to put a full flower here and a flower turning that way. So, again, you just outline your petals. Just remember the shape of your petals. They don't have to be, we don't have squares really. I'm going to lengthen mine. So even if they look squared, they're actually rounded flowers. So we're going to do this one here and a petal here. So that's going to be my basic flower. That's the open flower, okay? Like that. But the other flower here, I want to be drooping down, like it's drooped down a little bit. But first of all, I'm going to put a bud here. Like that. Just do that. That's all you have to do. You can round it off if you want. You're only putting the basic. It's like drawing with your paintbrush your flower. And then here, like I said, we're going to have a petal there, a petal next to it, because this is the petal what you see looking down. One like that, but then it's going to come round like that and go over. Like that. You'll see it when it's done. It will make sense. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. That's it. And that's the basic of my flower. So now what I'm going to do is to change my brush to one I can work with each one. And I use something similar to this. It's quite firm and rounded on the end. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going in with a darker colour. Now, if you're looking at your picture, where's the light coming from? I'm going to have my light coming in from the right hand side going down. So when it's on the wall, the light's from the right and it'll darken at the bottom. But that's when you're shading, you can go in and start, you know, filling in. So just go over your petals that you've already done. Like that. It will get better as you move it along. Put quite a bit of paint on because you're going to blend your paints. And you can't blend it if you haven't got enough. Okay, then what I'm going to do is to take the lighter blue, not washing the brush or anything, and remember the light's coming from the top, so I'm going to darken the bottom bit. We'll lighten it all to start with. You will see it when we put the white on. At the moment we're just going to be blending these colours. Don't do all your petals the same size because they never are. And you don't have to be too particular. So I'm going to do this one as well. Remember, that's the petal going that way. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is to start and add the white. Oh, we'll do that one as well. Sorry. That's all you do. Now we're going to start and do the white. And you can go back in with the colour. So if you make a mistake, don't panic. Looks beautiful already, doesn't it? Now, I've just put way too much on that one. But that's fine, I can go back in. I think we'll open that up a little bit, actually. We can go back and shade that. A little bit more blue on of the darker. Just build it up layer by layer. Now, that looks awful, but it won't be. I'm going to bring that out a little bit more. You'll see, it'll look well when it's done. I definitely need a little bit of darkness here. So that's going to be shaded compared to that. So we're just getting this going. We're only just filling in. It's fine. I'm quite happy. Right, so when I was talking about the light, these two petals are going to be hitting the light first. So I have to, I don't have to, but I'm going to highlight those more. All you need to do, just dab it. Now, that's going to have to dry for me to do some more with it. I hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching. Take care. And I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.